artist and soon be heard as Captain Li Shang in Disney's new animated feature, Mulan. Audiences already know him from his roles in Executive Decision, Jurassic Park, and Martin Short's hilarious sidekick and Father of the Bride. Please welcome Tony Award winner, B.D. Wong.
I am so excited.
Good to see you.
Thanks. I need the footstool.
You do? Here you go. There you go. Don't worry. A lot of people need it.
I know.
Come on, Footy.
Footy.
Come on. I love that we're prepared on this show.
It's all right. It's all right.
Don't move. Don't you move.
Oh. She's put.
No, there's no use. It doesn't work.
That's all right.
You know, this is a big, expensive show.
I see.
And,
I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I'm so happy you're in this chair, even though we don't have the footstool, instead of the audience, because last time, I'm sitting here, I'm like, you know, that guy looks just like B.D. Wong in the fourth row. And it was you.
It was me, yeah.
You came here with your mom?
I came here with my mom and dad because whenever they come to New York, they want to see Rosie. Oh. So I brought them, and I just tried to stay kind of out of the way.
That was nice, though, that they came to the show. Are they here today?
Yes.
They are?
They are.
Where are they?
They're
Hi,
right there.
how are you? That's sweet, isn't it?
You know, they're remarkable people, and they really support me and just are incredible. When I called them and told them that I was going to be on the show, they like hung up the phone and called the airlines right away. They were so fast.
No kidding. Did they have a good time the first time?
They did.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not just me, it's you. They love you, and they're great, and they just...
Did they get any free stuff when they were here the first time?
Oh my God, that's the reason why they, the first time they came, okay,
yeah.
they were here because we came to see you.
Right.
And then as soon as they checked out under the chair, they totally freaked out.
They
all this
did.
stuff, yes. And so now I think they're probably very excited.
Okay, wait. Can we get a couple baskets of free stuff?
No!
Janie,
No, you can't do that.
Get it for the end and prepare it and bring it out at the end.
No, you mustn't.
We got a whole stockload of free stuff
You
back
mustn't
there.
enable them.
No, I'm enabling. I enjoy that.
Oh, you've started.
Parents who show up.
Oh,
there you go, all right? It works now. Now, darling, are you excited about the Tony Awards? You Tony Award winner, you.
The best time of year in New York.
Which you were so fabulous, I have to say.
Thank you.
I loved you in that.
Thanks.
You're great. Was that exciting winning for you? What was that like?
It was the first show that I'd ever done. You know, it was one of my first experiences. It was a really intense and exciting thing. And it was a really exciting time of year. It was a really weird thing because I was so naive to all of this activity that was going on, all the awards. And now when I see all the excitement of the awards season, I can barely remember how I stayed objective and calm through the whole thing. Because that 4-week period of time between the nominations and the Tony Awards is really stressful for most people, but I was just kind of la 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 all around, and I didn't really try to pay too much attention. I think I didn't want to disappoint myself.
Right. Well, you deserved it. I was very happy you win. It was a great thing. And now Disney calls you and says, "Hey, would you like to be in our new movie and get your own doll?" And you said, "Sure."
I said,
"There you
yes.
are. It looks just like you, BD, doesn't it?"
It's the action figure. Why, you know, that's the reason to do it. It was an incredible thing to be in a Disney voice, to have them use your voice.
What's your favorite Disney animated movie?
Well, I'm not very objective. I think this one is really, really good.
Yeah.
I saw it the other day. I was amazed by it. It combines all of this kind of old-fashioned Disney, wonderful, wholesome stuff, and it's got a lot of great, sophisticated humor. It's really funny. It's a great story for kids, and it's a great message, and great story for little girls.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful story. It's a 2,000-year-old story, a Chinese story that is about a young girl who dresses as a man to go into the army to save her dad because all of the Chinese families are required at that time in Imperial China to send a male member into the army.
Because
And
the
so
Huns were attacking. I read the
Huns were
book.
attacking,
We have
that's
the
right.
books.
Oh, you have the little...
My son. I want to hear creaky. Okay, okay.
What, you have the sound book?
No, I have the regular book. I have to do all the voices. It's very tiring.
And you don't even... Have you seen the movie?
I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah,
no.
So you're making up the voices?
I'm making it up. I don't think I did you as well as you do you.
Well, that's an interesting comment.
Yes, leave it alone. We have a clip from Mulan. This is... Do you know which clip this is?
I think it's the clip where I'm beginning to train the guys and challenging them, because I end up with, I'm the commander of the army. When Mulan comes into the army, I'm the commander of the army. And these motley kind of really unfit soldiers are there, and I'm trying to train them. And Mulan is one of them. You'll see her there. She's kind of this sweet-looking one.
Okay, take a look. B.D. Wong, Mulan.
Ooh, tough guy.
Yo.
Thank you for volunteering.
Retrieve the arrow.
I'll get that arrow, pretty boy. And I'll do it with my shirt on.
One moment. You seem to be missing something.
This represents discipline. And this represents strength. You need both to reach the arrow.
That's the adorable Harvey Fierstein, is it not?
That's right.
Yes.
That's Harvey Fierstein's voice.
Well, I cannot wait to see it. You know, as a parent, I have to say, I live for the Disney movies that they come out.
Fantastic. Oh, you know, before we go on, that is a really interesting clip to show because it's very historic.
Oh, yeah?
The character that I play in this movie, Shang, is the first Disney character with nipples.
Oh, really?
Yes. Think about it. Think about it.
I just went somewhere I don't need to go. Do we have the presents for his parents? Bring them out, please.
Oh.
There you go. Go ahead, BD. Let's go give these to your parents. Mulan opens June 19th, and thousands cheer June 2nd at the Greenwich House Theater. We'll be right back with Ragtime. Let's go give them.
No, I don't.
First came the Magic Kingdom, then Epcot, then Disney MGM Studios, and now... Introducing the most adventurous Walt Disney World theme park ever. Disney's Animal Kingdom. The imagination of Disney gone wild.
Great drugstore? Find a drug emporium. Begin shopping.
I'm ready to serve the Emperor.
Please, sir. My father has already fought bravely.
Silence!
She had to choose between obeying her father
You shouldn't have to go.
and saving his life.
She could be killed.
If I reveal her, she will be.
On June 19th, discover the power of love.
The greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter.
Mulan, rated G, coming to theaters June 19th.
Dear was today from Hollywood. Now back to Jim and Lauren in the mountains of Colorado.
Thank you, Paul. You know, if you can't come to Telluride this weekend, you can always find music at the movies.
Disney's latest animated musical opens Friday, and from the looks of it, Mulan can earn plenty of moolah.
Michael Oku reports it's a story of a brave girl who puts the Huns on the run.
Mulan Mulan is the most recent animated addition to the successful dynasty known as the House of Disney.
By order of the Emperor, one man from every family must serve in the Imperial Army.
This time around, Disney has brought to life a 2,000-year-old Chinese legend about a courageous young woman who disguises herself as a man and enters the National Chinese Army in order to save her ailing father from the draft. Ming-Na Wen's voice breathes life into the character Mulan.
My mother used to tell me stories about Mulan when I was a little girl, and you know, it's just one of those stories that's been passed on down from generation to generation for thousands of years.
Let's get down to business.
Shang, the captain of the Chinese army, is voiced by B.D. Wong.
I think it was really important for them to have hired Asian American actors to play these parts, namely because 10 or 20 years ago, we wouldn't have gotten the parts.
Who am I? Who am I?
Do you recognize that famous voice? Well, it's Eddie Murphy, spitting fire into the role of Mushu, the pint-sized dragon who is Mulan's sidekick.
My ancestors sent a little lizard to help me.
Hey, dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
Oh, he's amazing, you know. He steals all the scenes.
My sense of humor and my rhythms is what makes people laugh. Even though it's humor, it's how you say it.
Other notable voices include Pat Morita, Harvey Fierstein, and Miguel Ferrer. And what's a Disney film without some famous musical contributions? Stevie Wonder and 98 Degrees performed the title track, True to Your Heart. Disney's betting they've done it again by serving up an ancient Chinese legend 90s style.
The great thing about Mulan is that she's not only a character that is from historical China, she has so many elements about her that is truly modern. You know, it's this whole contemporary image of what a 90s woman would be.
Michael Oku, CNN Entertainment News, New York.
You know, Lauren, bluegrass came from the hills of Kentucky in the early part of the century.
And Jim, since...
Very good job, Megan. Your form is much improved. Okay, Bianca, now it's your turn.
That's okay. I need to check out my computer.
Don't be nervous.
It's not that. I just remembered. It's time for the movie surfers. Should I go get her?
She'll come when she's ready.
Hi, Tina. It's Bianca.
Hi, Bianca. You okay? You sound a little out of breath.
I'm fine. I was just practicing my martial arts.
Really? Well, then you're in the right mindset to check out Disney's new animated feature film, Mulan. It's got plenty of great fight scenes.
Great.
Who else is out there?
It's Drew. I'm all set, and I invited my friend Bernie to join the surfers.
What's up, Drew? Thought we were gonna go skateboarding.
Well, first we surf, then we skate. Right, Tina?
Who are you talking to?
The movie surfers. I'm Tina.
Whoa.
Welcome aboard, Bernie. You'll get the hang of it.
Hey, guys, it's Matt in the studio. Any other surfers out there?
Hey there, it's Tom. Where's Chris?
Present and accounted for. Let's go.
Hey, surfers. Welcome to the world of Disney's Mulan. Today we'll find out how Disney brought all the characters of this famous Chinese legend to life.
Fulfill your duties calmly and respectfully. This shall bring you honor and glory.
Hey!
And meet the actors, including Pat Morita.
I have heard a great deal about you, Fa Mulan.
Who provides the commanding voice of the Emperor.
Pat Morita here.
Later we're going to the movie surfer studio. Right, Matt?
You bet. Today I'm making colorful Chinese lanterns, and you can too.
And remember to look up for our trivia quiz. So don't surf away. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag-out good time. Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All set here. I guess I'm ready.
Mouse in position.
Everyone clicks on my cue. 3, 2, 1.
We are counting on you to
uphold the family honor.
Mulan tells a story of an extraordinary young woman in ancient China.
I'm here.
She fears she will never become a traditional bride and bring honor to her family. But everything changes for Mulan when the Huns invade China.
We're under attack! Light the signal! By order of the Emperor, one man from every family must serve in the Imperial Army.
Father, you can't go.
Mulan.
Please, sir. My father has already fought bravely.
Silence!
To protect her injured father, Mulan breaks with tradition and disguises herself as a soldier to join the troops. But she doesn't go to battle alone. Mulan is joined by Mushu and Cricky.
My ancestors sent a little lizard to help me.
Hey, dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
So Mulan risks her life and her family's honor to fight the ruthless Shan Yu and his army of evil Huns.
Nice avoiding the flip, Bianca. Huh? You know you're gonna have to learn it if you want your next belt.
I know. But first I want to see how they created Mulan.
Who's Mulan?
Click the focus on icon to find out.
Hi, movie surfers. My name is Mark Henn, and I did the drawings for Mulan.
Unlike any of the characters that I've done, Mulan is not only herself, but she then has to become this other character.
Time to show him your man walk. Shoulders back, chest high, feet apart, head up, and strut.
So you've got the initial challenge of creating a new character. Then on top of that now, she goes off and dresses up like a guy.
Now remember, it's your first day of training, so now let's see your war face. But come on, scare me, girl. Ah, that's my tough-looking warrior. That's what I'm talking about. Now get out there and make me proud.
Actress Ming-Na Wen was the speaking voice for Mulan.
I'm here.
It isn't so much sitting there and sketching as much as I enjoyed observing what Ming-Na does.
I read the segments of scripts that they give me, and I talk to the directors.
Yeah, let's add a little something on the front of it.
Okay. Yeah, that helps, that little handle.
When I'm voicing the part of Mulan as Mulan the girl and voicing the part of Mulan as the boy, it's still the same character. The only thing that I change is the pitch rather than the personality.
I don't need anyone causing trouble in my camp.
Sorry. Sorry you had to see that.
Now I see that if Leia Salonga provided the singing voice for Mulan.
Mulan is this young girl. She's no weakling. She's somebody who will take matters into her own hands and do what she has to do to make things right.
Hey guys, I've got an idea.
In terms of the voice, the orchestra will set the mood for the songs that I'm doing. And that sort of just carries you off to another place. Once you're like singing with these 80 pieces that are all just somehow gelling together as one massive unit, people don't understand the high that you get. It's nirvana.
When will my reflection show who I am inside?
Pretty impressive.
Click the script to screen icon to find out how the Disney artist transformed the ancient Chinese legend into the movie.
Oh, allow me.
The journey of Mulan as a story into a film is an extraordinary long journey. It actually begins 2,000 years ago when the great legend itself first came to existence in China.
The legend of Mulan is as well known in the Asian world as the story of Paul Bunyan or one of our own legends here in America. We've never done a movie that deals with Asian characters, Chinese art. And the idea of going to research that, figuring out how to make the designs work, how to make the backgrounds work, was a great challenge, and Hans Bacher really worked diligently to try and recreate a sense of what we felt was appropriate for this movie.
Hans Bacher was the production designer for Mulan.
What does a production designer do?
He's the person responsible for designing the look of the film.
Chinese artwork is very flat. They don't use perspective. They concentrate more on information about where something takes place, not that much about the characters. It's just about their beautiful landscape. We had a group of artists, they went to China and did thousands of photographs, so we have enough reference for our film for the design. It's one of the best films I ever worked on. It's beautiful.
Stay where you are, surfers. We're gonna learn about the martial arts in Disney's Mulan after this.
If you would like to recommend a teacher to be...
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, somehow I'll make a man out of you. We must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Mulan, an all-new animated feature, now playing in theaters.
The Movie Surfers are back with more on Disney's Mulan.
Come on, Bianca. It's your turn on the mat.
I'm still surfing, Megan.
But Mr. Brooks can't stay too long.
But I want to see the martial arts in Mulan. Hey, Tina, how'd they make the characters look like they were really fighting?
The animators worked with a fight advisor to get it right. Click the icon to learn more about it.
No matter how the wind howls, a mountain cannot bow to it. Then you will kneel in pieces.
It's hard to make up authentic-looking kung fu moves from scratch if you don't really know martial arts. You can't fake it. B.H. Barry came out as an advisor on staging some of the fight scenes, and he definitely helped us think through some of the action sequences.
The important thing for you is do not react until after I've hit you.
Gotcha. Yeah, serious stomach pains.
That can't be real.
Don't worry, B.H. Barry taught animators like Ruben Aquino how actors throw fake punches.
How we cheat this is we use the fist, and then it becomes a hand, then comes back to a fist again. And because the hand moves so fast, you don't see it. The training session that we did worked out very well. Uppercut. Good. You could see how the animator took over from the idea. It gave him a springboard.
Shang, go!
Mulan's got some really tough moves.
Yeah, she's pretty good for a girl.
You're caveman. Girls can be fighters, too.
Busted.
Well,
Hey guys, Eddie Murphy did the voice of Mulan's dragon pal, Mushu. Click on the snapshot icon if you're feeling strong enough, Drew.
Very funny.
Who are you?
I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible Mushu. Oh, pretty high, huh?
Mushu is sort of the comic sidekick to Mulan, but of course, being the comic sidekick, he gets her into more trouble than anything.
Did you see those Huns? They popped out of the snow like daisies.
Are we in this together or not?
Well, let's go kick some honey buns.
He does kind of have sort of his own interior motives. He wants Mulan to succeed because then if she succeeds, then he gets all the honor and glory. In Chinese mythology, there are dragons. Our version of the dragon was really to find a good voice and to make sort of a new character, a fresh character out of it.
Jump back, I'm pretty hot, huh?
Something that'd be very funny and provide a lot of the comic relief in the story because there's so many serious moments in the story. You need a character that can provide that humor. It was a lot of fun because Eddie Murphy did some great dialogue, did some great readings. I just sat off to the side as he was recording and just did sketches of him, different facial expressions. It was very inspiring.
You're,
Intimidating? Awe-inspiring.
Tiny.
Of course. I'm travel size for your convenience. If I was my real size, your cow here would die of fright. Down, Bessie.
I can't wait to see Mushu on the big screen. Does Mushu mean dragon in Chinese? I think it's a kind of food.
That's right, Tom. It's a Chinese dish, kind of like a soft taco. Hey guys, it's a trivia icon. Ready to play?
Player number 1 here. Other player number 1 here. Mushu is the name of the dragon in Mulan. Can you name the animated dragon in the movie Pete's Dragon?
That's a hard one. Is it Baloo?
Nope, Blue is the bear from the Jungle Book. The dragon from Pete's Dragon was named Elliot.
You are good. Here's another one. The woman who provided the singing voice of Mulan is also the voice of what other Disney animated heroine?
That's easy. Belle in Beauty and the Beast.
No, she was Meg from Hercules.
You're both wrong. Lea Salonga was the singing voice for Princess Jasmine in Aladdin.
All right, this one's mine. Pat Morita, who's the voice of the Emperor in Mulan, is famous for another movie featuring martial arts. Can you name it?
I know. He was Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid.
Hey, didn't Tina say she was meeting Pat Morita in the chat box?
We're there.
Hey, surfers! Pat Morita here. Come on, give me some questions. I'm anxious to hear from you.
What do I do? Just ask a question. How do you work with the animators to create the character?
In the beginning, they sort of brought a lot of the principal actors in, and the animators were sort of off to one side, absorbing people's facial characteristics or their little quirks. And they'd be taking their notes and this and that, while we listened to our director and creative people giving us general directions. And these are the things that help make the animated work or the final results in the movies that you get to see.
How did you make your voice sound like an emperor?
I kind of found his voice when he had to address this wonderful young lady and accusingly almost say to her, "You dishonored the Chinese army, destroyed my palace, and you have saved us all. One day, the entire world will know about you, Mulan."
How did you get into performing?
You have to learn to develop your talent. You have to learn to have a little luck on your side. You have to learn to grow in life, you know. But basically, my philosophy is you want to learn how to become an actor, learn to read. And I don't mean just read stuff that's assigned to you in schools. I'm talking about develop a curiosity that makes you read a variety of things.
Sounds like good advice, Pat. And thanks for stopping by the chat box.
Catch you later.
Bianca, are you ready?
Not quite.
Fine. But remember, you have to learn the shoulder throw before we leave.
No problem.
Come on, Bianca. We're finding out how the animators use sculptures to draw the characters from different angles.
I'm there.
My name is Tony Cipriano, and I do the sculptures, or the maquettes.
What's a maquette?
It's a clay model of the character, based on the animator's drawings.
They're a tool for the animators to see their characters from different perspectives. For example, if an animator has a scene which calls for like a worm's eye view, or an upshot, he can just take the maquette and hold it up and actually draw the maquette.
These are the maquettes that we get. They're basically just a three-dimensional reference for when you get weird angles that might be a little difficult to draw out of your head. It's there so you can go, oh, okay, that's how you do it.
This is Shan Yu. He's the villain. He was probably the most fun to work on. On my own, I like to do like creatures and monsters and stuff like that. And this is about the closest thing to a monster on this film anyway.
Perfect.
What the maquette enables all of us to see is the consistency within the character as far as his mass, his features, proportions.
Shan Yu, nice work, gentlemen.
I should have prayed to the ancestors for luck.
How lucky can they be? They're dead. Besides, I've got all the luck we'll need.
Without a doubt, this was the hardest one. The cricket, basically his legs and his antenna are just one line. So I just had to use a wire, and these little hairs off the back of his legs were just little wires glued on.
This is your chance to prove yourself.
Cricket's over!
Mulan!
So what's next?
Slow down, you're gonna sprain your clicking finger.
Hey, surfers. Ever wonder how to make a Chinese lantern? Stay tuned and I'll show you how.
Destiny. Oh, you're unsure. Why fight the tide? Don't think so much. Let your heart decide. Baby, I see a future and it's tied to mine. I look in your eyes and see you searching for a sign. But you'll never fall till you let go. Don't be so scared of what you don't know. True to your heart, you must be true to your heart. That's when the heavens will part and baby shower you with my love. Open your eyes, your heart can tell you no lies. And when you're true to your heart, I know it's gonna lead you straight to me. Someone you know is on your side can set you free. I can do that for you if you believe in me. Why second guess what feels so right? Just trust your heart and you'll see the light. True to your heart, you must be true to your heart. That's when the heavens will part and baby shower you with my love.
Mulan, an all-new animated feature, now playing in theaters.
Welcome back to the Movie Surfers Inside Look at Disney's Mulan.
Bianca, don't you want to try the flip? It's the only way they'll let you advance.
It's just a bell.
It's more than that. It's part of ancient Chinese culture. Are you afraid?
No, it's just that Matt's in the surfer studio making Chinese lanterns. That's part of ancient culture, too.
Hi guys, it's Matt. Welcome to the studio. Today we're making our own Chinese paper lanterns you can use to decorate your room. First, fold a piece of cardstock in half. Then take a bowl from the kitchen and trace a semicircle on the card. Draw 2 ears like this on either side. Then, have your mom or dad cut out the shape and unfold it. Remember, you can always look up these directions on our Movie Surfer website at www.disney.com. Next, take 50 sheets of tissue that are bigger than your template. Not the kind of tissue you blow into, but tissue paper you can buy in an art supply store. In groups of 10, place them on your template. Trace them with a pencil and cut them out to match. You'll need a good pair of scissors and a whole lot of patience to finish all 50 sheets. I'm done. Now, lay the tissues on your template and staple the ends, creating a spine. Next, take a glue stick and glue the bottom piece to the card template. Then, glue along the edge of the tissue, leaving small dabs of glue about 1 inch apart. Stick the next tissue down to it. Then, glue stick the edge of that piece down, dabbing in between the places where you glued the previous piece. You can see where you glued through the tissue. Press that down and keep repeating the process until all the sheets are done. I finished this one earlier. Bring the cardboard ends together all the way around, completing the ball. And paper clip it together. I made a few earlier today to give you the full effect. Hit it! All set for a party. You can make them in lots of colors and add tassels for decorations. Good luck, surfers.
Bianca, I know you can do this.
I'd rather make a lantern.
If you just put your mind to it.
I can't.
Why not?
He's too big.
What do you think Mulan would do if she were in your shoes?
I guess she would use mind over matter and go after her goal.
So what are you waiting for?
Are you ready?
I think so. Mr. Brooks?
Oh no, what did you do?
I told you this wasn't a good idea. Very funny. Hey, I did it.
Congratulations.
Can I try it again?
Relax, Bianca. Remember, the martial arts are to be used for defense only.
Not even on Megan.
Especially not on Megan.
The movie Surfers.
You're just in time, surfers. We're about to meet composer Matthew Wilder, who worked with some great musical performers.
We've had some amazing moments in the recording studio.
Must be swift as the coursing river.
Donny Osmond, he is one of the hardest working perfectionists that I've ever worked with.
The main thing was to be intense. Because I am not Donny Osmond singing this, I am Shane.
Mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Harvey Fierstein plays one of the characters, and he's very, very colorful.
For a long time we've been marching on to battle.
In a thundering herd, we feel a lot like cattle. There are no promises. And the way I sing, they shouldn't be making any promises.
And the sound is just monumental. It's very exhilarating.
The greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter.
It's been fun meeting some of the talented people who brought Mulan to life. Let's sign off with music legend Stevie Wonder and 98 Degrees singing the final song for Mulan, Be True to Your Heart.
When things are getting crazy and you don't know where to start, keep on believing, baby. Just be true to your heart.
Take it, Cricky! Call out for egg rolls!
See you next time, if I ever get the mouse back from Bernie.
Hey, I'm into this. Later.
Who did a good job?
I'll see you at the movie, surfers.
Surf on.
Later, surfers. You the man. Well, sort of.
Bye, movie surfers.
Goodbye, movie surfers.
Take care, everyone.
轻松一点.
That was Chinese for goodbye.
Now, that's what I call Mongolian barbecue.
Bye-bye, surfers.
Our little baby is all grown up and saving China.
And be sure to visit the Movie Surfers website at www.disney.com. Bye now.
And welcome back. It is now 13 before the hour. In less than a week, the new Disney feature Mulan has earned more than $22 million at the box office. And now the movie soundtrack is in stores, featuring the hit single Reflection by 17-year-old Christina Aguilera. We will speak with Christina in just a minute, but first, just listen.
Look at me, you may think you see who I really am, but you'll never know me every day. It's as if I play a part. Now I see, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. Now my heart and what I believe in. But somehow I will show the world what's inside my heart and be loved for who I am. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time? Will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free to fly, not burn with the need to know the reason why must we all conceal what we think, how we feel? Must there be a secret me I'm forced to hide? I won't pretend that I'm someone else for all time. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Will my reflection show who I am inside? Oh, hey, oh.
Christina Aguilera.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You're not 17.
Yes, I'm 17 years
Yeah,
old.
I don't believe it. Let me ask you something. Now, you're getting a lot of attention right now. What's the best part about all this?
Just being a part of this whole Disney thing, you know, hearing your song in a theater, you know,
I
it's
bet that is
amazing.
incredible. And I understand you were on Star Search at the age of 8 years old. We've got some video of that. Can you see a monitor right there? We've got some video of that. You on Star Search. And tell me about this.
I was 8 years old. Got to meet Ed McMahon. It was a really great experience.
Were you a finalist? How well did you do?
I tied.
You tied?
I tied with a 12-year-old, but it was really cool.
Let's listen just for a second. You were doing it back then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, you've got a new album coming out next year.
right.
What can we expect from that?
A lot of stuff. I'll be recording it this summer, and it should be done by September and out by January.
Who do you want to be someday? Are you Mariah Carey or Aretha Franklin? Who's...
Totally.
Totally.
I want to be a successful recording artist.
Christina Aguilera. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And good luck to you.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Jane?
And in 20 years, Donny Osmond's plate this year, he's also exercising his vocal cords in the animated Disney hit Mulan. Mark Shearer reports.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Donny Osmond has been really beating himself up lately, literally, all for his role as the singing voice of Shang, the courageous army leader in Disney's Mulan.
There's this one part where Shang gets hit in the stomach. And I have to sing like I'm getting hit in the stomach.
But you can bet.
So for an hour, I'm hitting myself in the stomach, trying to say, okay, what about this? But you can bet. Not too much, okay, but you can bet. I was black and blue after that session.
What is your name?
Donny.
Donny. Despite being a household name since childhood, from the Osmonds to his hit series Donny and Marie, and a nearly 5-year run as the star of the Broadway musical Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, it took a small gig in Mulan to make him a hit in his own home.
I'll make a man out of you.
I took my wife and children to the premiere of Mulan. During the song, I looked down and they're just smiling ear to ear, you know. It's like, yeah, Dad, that's my dad up there. And afterwards they said, you know, Dad, now that you've done a Disney film, you're successful.
Osmond drew his inspiration for I'll Make a Man Out of You from some very sketchy details.
They showed me a bunch of pencil sketches. And they said, okay, this is your character, and this is what he's like.
Mulan's $23 million opening outmuscled the first weekend total for last year's hero flick, Hercules, which Osmond auditioned for as well.
Because my voice was too low. They said, you're too old, and it kind of killed me a little bit, you know. And so they called me a few months later and said, we're doing this movie Mulan, and we compared all of your audition tapes to B.D. Wong, who's doing all the spoken parts, and you've got very similar voices. Would you like to do the song?
Osmond's future plans include a film version of Joseph, a Christmas album, and re-teaming with his sister Marie for a talk show.
It's hard to believe, but history's going to repeat itself. It's not going to be the same kind of show as we did in the 70s. It's more of an entertainment/talk show.
Meanwhile, the Donny Osmond family are celebrating a small triumph in Disney's Mulan.
Once you find your center, you are sure to win.
Mark Shearer, CNN Entertainment News, New York.